Today we're diving into the brand new Gucci highlighters. This is their first ever powder highlighter formula. I've got all 5 shades. I'm gonna show you swatches, I'm gonna show you demos, and we're gonna apply each one of these on my cheeks. Let's get started. Let's talk about the packaging first because Gucci is known for their luxe design. We get a golden compact with a star and line design, Gucci here in the center, and it's magnetic. The price is $59 each, made in Italy, shelf life of 12 months. Let's get started with the swatches. Here we have 01 Sunrise Gold. It is a gel to powder gel formula. This happens to be the only shade that has a different finish to all of the others. More on that later. Right now I just want to point out the iridescence. It has a bit of a shift. It's like a peachy pink shift that's happening there. Now let's look at shade number 2. Looks very intriguing. Let's swatch this on the arm. And this one is described as a pearl lilac. Wow. And here's the pearl lilac. I am not seeing a shift, any sort of color shift like we did with the very first shade. Up next is 03 Warm Gold. This is a champagne gold. Check that out. That looks more like your classic gold highlighter. This is 04 Opal Pink Bronze. Look at that shade. Wow. Here we go. Look at my finger. How pretty of a shade is that? Wow. It looks intense on my finger, but just wait till you see it on the cheek. It's so pretty. And finally, we have Warm Bronze. This is the deepest of all of the shades. Wow. Look at that. Oof. That is gorgeous. And here are all the swatches. Look at those colors. And you see what I mean about the finish? These right here, they look to be the same, but this one is different. This is a lot softer. It's a lot more soft focus. It reminds me of the Hourglass finishing powders, for example, which I'll compare side by side just to see how close the effect is. Let's get them on the cheeks. According to the website, this starts off subtle and you can build it to a more intense glow. So far, it's a lot more on the subtle side, so let's build it. I don't see any traces of a powdery texture at all, which makes me think that this formula is going to be especially good on mature skin. Shouldn't emphasize texture and large pores too much. This is the one that I said that reminds me of the Hourglass Divine Light finishing powder. I'm seeing that it gives me that same amount of soft glow. This is 02 Frosted Lilac. Sorry about the audio, I messed it up, but it's gonna get back to normal for the next shade. This one, what I don't like is that it looks a little bit milky on the cheek, but it's still pretty. Next up is this 03 Warm Gold shade. This is more of your traditional, your classic gold highlighter. This time I'll be using a Refer number 37 brush because I want to experiment and see if I can pick up more product with a brush that has more densely packed bristles and natural bristles. The previous two were synthetic bristles. It seems to be building up a little bit faster. So far, this formula is extremely user-friendly, so easy to work with. It's just going on so silky looking and so smooth on the cheek. It's not gathering in certain places. Another thing that's interesting is that I'm not seeing any shimmer particles at all. Let's put it here on the nose. Okay, so applied with my fingertips, you get a lot more impact quicker, but you see how easily it just blends. Let's try this one on the eyes. I'm loving what I'm getting out of it, the shine that I'm getting out of it here on my eyelid. This is what the finish looks like built up several times. So there's several layers on here and it's still looking super smooth, very flattering. This is shade number 03 Warm Gold. Up next we have Opal Pink. This is a rose bronze. I think this is one of my favorite shades so far. It's building really slowly. There we go. I think that where it really excels, this formula is at looking very natural without any glimmer particles. There's no shimmer nor glitter whatsoever. I feel like I'm just seeing the wet shine. And that's another thing that I like about this finish. It doesn't look like a chunky, powdery highlight. It looks more like a wet shine. Before we move on to the next shade, let's look at Opal Pink on the other eyelid. Yeah, I think this might be my favorite shade so far. This is 05 Warm Bronze, described as a deep bronze. Look at that. Is that gonna work on my complexion? I expected to see a bronze stripe right away, and it doesn't. Extremely soft. I mean, look, I have to go in again and again. Okay, there we go. Now I'm seeing it. This is my fault. You see how it bunched up right here? That's because I put on foundation. I did set it with powder, but I did it so quickly that I think I missed a spot. Oh boy, that's not a good look. Let's put a little bit on the eyes. I think that this shade might not be the best on my skin tone. Now I gotta see if it's true that Sunrise Gold reminds me of Divine Light here from the Hourglass Dragon palette. Let's start by applying this guy on this cheek. The glow looks to be the same intensity, but the shift, this is more of a golden pearlescence, and this one is more peach. Which one is my favorite? So this is the gold, this is the opal pink. I don't know, I feel like I have other gold highlighters, so I would say that maybe this one is my favorite, but also the 01 Sunrise Gold that looks like the Hourglass powder. Do I think that these highlighters are worth it? Yes, I know, $59. You're paying for the name as well. This is luxury makeup. This is a luxury brand. I think we're getting a really innovative formula. I love the fact that it goes on subtle. So if you're into a natural highlight, you are gonna love these. Now, if you're more the type of person that likes that beamy metallic highlighter, these might not be for you, even though you saw in the demos that you can build them up, but up to a certain point. So my final thoughts as I continue applying this one is Sunrise Gold. Here with my fingers, see if I get a more intense effect here. I love this formula. I think it's fantastic. I think that this is truly for those of you that are looking for a more subtle highlight. Maybe you want to build it up once in a while, but really I think that where this formula excels is in giving you that soft, natural looking glow. So I love it. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of it. If you have tried it, please let me know down in the comments what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you've liked this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.